Hi guys, Oren here. Welcome back to my third vlog from my Masters in Strength and Conditioning with St Mary's University Twickenham. Today we'll be discussing the coaching process and looking at myself delivering a gym session with two female footballers who I coach. The first being Kerry Letman, midfielder for Shelbourne Football Club, and the second Nadine Clare, also midfielder for Shelbourne. So this is an example of a typical strength circuit that we do with the girls once a week in season. Usually we do it before pitch sessions, but today we did it with the two girls after training, which negated the need for a warm-up, seeing as we did some mobility work during our cool down on pitch first. Okay girls, we'll just start off with our gym session here, okay? A little bit of a progression from what we've done before, okay? A little bit of strength work, a bit of injury prevention, and then lead into a bit of power work after that, okay? So we'll take it as a circuit, okay? Walk through the exercises as we go. Okay, start off nice and simple. We'll go 2 sets, 3 or 4 reps with our trap bar deadlifts. Okay, a little bit of strength work for the legs. Okay, just bring the trap bar in here. Okay, starting off with this. Okay, want to make sure you get nice and low. Start with the hips, set down, shoulders back, big chest. Just drive up, push the legs to the floor, come up nice and tall, back down, trust the ground. Come back up. Okay, just make sure we drop the hips low every time. Okay, we're getting that depth into the squat each time. Okay, so one of you wants to start off now. Okay, start with Kerry. Okay, set the hips low, arms extended out, drive up. Nice, super. Come up, back down, the hips low, super. Okay, keeping the core tight. Yeah, just 3. Okay, hands will jump in there. Brilliant. Slow it up, nice and powerful. Hips back, knees out, drive up. Super. Okay, brilliant work. Again, we're trying to keep the core tight. Okay, here what we usually say to people is that when we're dipping down low, okay, we should be able to keep 3 points of contact. Okay, if we had a bar there, okay, our glutes, okay, your upper back and our head, as we're coming down, still staying straight. Hunched over. Okay, we'll go one more here. Okay, so back to you, Kerry. Super. Big core, big chest. Brilliant. Explode up. Super. And relax there. Okay, now shove it in. Brilliant. Set the hips low. Explode up. Super. Feet pointing forward, brilliant. Super. So the first thing to note was that this session was the first in a new block, therefore the two girls hadn't done much of these exercises before. Because of that, more time was needed to be spent demonstrating the exercises and explaining them carefully to make sure that they both understood what was needed to be done. If we refer to Mostyn's spectrum of teaching styles, the approach that I take here is definitely between command and practice approach, as the two girls hadn't enough training history or experience with these specific exercises to be able to adopt a style that includes a reciprocal approach, whereby the two girls are coaching each other, or anything else that's more learner guided and directed. Further to this, it was important not to get lost in explaining through a complicated technical model. So in order to avoid this, simpler cues of driving the feet through the ground and keeping the shoulders back and a big chest were given in order to make it a simpler exercise to learn. Additionally, where interventions were needed to be made, this was done in a very visual way, using a dowel in order to instruct them to keep the back straighter, rather than getting too technical in terms of muscle groups that they should engage. Okay. Let's move on to the next one here. Okay, it'll be our seated box jump. Okay, we'll just do this off the bench here. Okay, same as we've done before. Okay, starting off sitting down onto the bench. Okay, we're just removing a little bit of that ability to generate that power. Okay, bring the feet up at the start, drive the arms, explode up as hard as you can. Again, just 2 sets of 3 on this. Feet up, drive through. Okay, want to push that step into the ground. Okay. Start off with you lads. Okay. Drive in as you can. Super. Set nice and slow again. Use the arms. Super. Want to make that noise. Once that step into the ground, explode up as you can. Oh. Super. Okay. Kerry, jump in. We'll see how we get on. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Super. How's that feeling on the ankle?
Okay.
Super. One last one. Let's go. Brilliant. Okay, we've got one more set here. Okay. Brilliant. Drive up. Super. Up nice and tall as we explode. As much height as we can. Legs up and burst through. Okay, that'll do. We'll take that second set out, okay, just to ease up the weight onto the ankle. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant stuff, girls. So as you can see, the biggest problem here is that Kerry presented with an injured ankle following a tackle on the pitch session previously. I spent too much time potentially over explaining the exercise and not taking into account that she was injured and potentially more restricted in doing the exercise. You can note that later on, as she complains of pain in the ankle, I do ultimately encourage her to go easy and ultimately drop the second set. However, this should have been approached more carefully, taking into account her injury coming into it and potentially asking her first before prescribing the exercise. Okay, our third one, okay, is just our seated stand up, okay, off the bench, okay. We're going single leg with this, okay. A little bit of a progression of what we've done before with our iso holds, okay. Bit of work for the quads, okay. Patella tendon around the knee, okay. Again, we're going to try and keep most of the lower body work in this session, okay. A bit more body oriented, okay. The lower work for hammies sprinting out the pitch, okay. So I mean mostly quad focused. Nice and simple with this. Starting similar position onto the bench, okay. Raise one leg out, okay. Use the hands for balance if you need. Push up, standing up, okay. Keep your balance at the end, okay. Reset, okay. We're just focusing on that push up. Come up, okay. Reset yourself back down, okay. We're just going 2 sets of 3 on each leg, okay. Start with your hands, okay. Bring the leg out. Use the hands for balance. Push up, super, okay. Push up, and if you need to, use 2 feet as you come back down. Okay, we're just focusing, okay, on that upwards phase. Brilliant. One more. Super, hold the balance. Brilliant. One more. Super. This one here. Brilliant. Okay, try it there, Kerry. Okay, we just keep it to strong foot for the moment. Okay, just keep the pressure off the sore ankle. Super, okay, and come up. Brilliant. Squeeze up, super, again, reset. Use hands if you need it in front. Come up. It's okay, we'll take it in for one more set here. Okay, want to come up nice and fast. Push up, super, feel in the quads. Okay, hold the balance. Push up, super. Last one off that left foot. Brilliant. Okay, one more on the right. 1, okay, 2 more reps. 2, brilliant, just slow it down a little bit, no need to rush, okay, and come up, nice and tall, super, okay, do one last one, okay, keep it onto the full leg here, brilliant, okay, and come up, hands out front for balance if you need, 2, brilliant, nice and stable, last one here, 3, come up, brilliant. So reflecting on my coaching philosophy, this is something that I honestly hadn't put too much thought into in the early stages of my coaching career. However, I think over time this has developed into a philosophy that I would describe as protective and player welfare oriented. The goal is generally to achieve minimum effective dosage training in season, but not doing any more than is necessary in order to help prevent injuries occurring off the pitch while in the gym setting. As noted by Sproul in his 2014 article, coaching philosophy should be underpinned by moral and philosophical factors. Note that Kerry came to me complaining of pain in her ankle due to an injury that occurred on the pitch. As a result of this, we modified some of the exercises. You will note this in the box jump when we took a last set out in order to reduce the pressure on her ankle, and with the single leg squat from bench, she did it on her strong foot only in order to adapt to her situation. Ultimately, this intervention probably shouldn't have been needed if a proper movement and injury assessment was done prior to the gym session, or more careful attention paid to how she moved during the cool down on the pitch. This would have led to a smoother running of the session where we didn't have to modify as we go and ultimately not put her in the position of doing something she wasn't comfortable with. That's all for this vlog. Please find the references attached, and as always, thanks for watching.